Good evening. Ugh. So, sorry about yesterday. A lot of shit that had been building up in the background, and, I think Elden Ring pushed me over the edge for that, and, yeah. I got a little too upset at one boss that I didn't need to fucking fight, but I was like, I'm gonna figure this shit out because it's not, surely it's not that bad. But yeah. I just had to chill out the rest of the night. Like, I had been kind of stressing myself out, the last couple of, well, actually, even like the last month, now that I think about it. And I wasn't really giving myself enough of a break, and I think, like, Elden Ring is not the game I should have been playing in that circumstance. Granted, like, the first stream went well, and that's because I didn't really hit a brick wall, but then I hit a wall with something that felt absolute bullshit, and, that brings it out of me. But yeah, anyway. We're here now, in, far, far lighter, climes. With Hildibrand. So, I don't think Hildibrand and the Relics is gonna take me all stream. I'm probably gonna start variant dungeons tonight as well. But it depends on how long the quests are. Because I certainly like, sitting down and actually reading them. So, yeah. Let's see what's up. Oh, Jesus, why is so... That's UI City. Hi. By agents unknown. Oh no. Delian is trembling with barely contained enthusiasm. Aldine, eager to resume our investigations? I know I am. Do you recall the that scrap of alien starship we recovered? Well, Inspector Branderhild has employed his unsettling calculative capacity to extrapolate the damage to the greater whole, and he has concluded that the vessel would be incapable of flight without extensive repairs. Our most likely scenario, then, is that some unknown agent made off with the starship wreckage, along with Poo-Poo's acquaintance. Fortunately, I have a fair idea who that unknown agent might be. After all, there is a singularly shadowy cabal with a history of concealing extraterrestrial activity. Oh, God. Actually, let's head over to Karma first. The Inspector and the others are staying in a dwelling there, and I'd rather not explain myself twice. Cool. Did I end up... Oh, yeah. I've been playing around with summoner outfits, because I haven't found one I really like. I was gonna go just the, DPS version of the healer one I have, but it doesn't quite have the same, like, non-dyed parts, and, I've been looking in earlier dungeons to look for a few, and there were a couple I was like, oh yeah, that looks good, and then I actually got it and dyed it, and went... Oh, this looks old. Oh. This may not be the best time to share my conclusions. A most terrible development. Oh, Dean, I'm so worried about the Master Poo-Poo. What's happening? Oh, 'tis horrible misfortune, Aldine. Calamitous, even. Poor Master Poo-Poo has fallen gravely ill. I didn't talk to the... I realize we've also butted into this person's house for the second time this whole quest line. Jesus. He's so bluish-green. More so, I mean. Would he have caught a cold? I suppose it was quite chilly up there in Garlemald. Poo-Poo is an alien. Who knows what extraterrestrial diseases might be ravaging his body? Nashu? Nashu's delights are the best medicine for what ails you, as the Inspector himself can attest. Good gods, Nashu, you blow our host's domicile to pieces. Put them away. Aww. I wanted to blow it up. If I may, when I was cloned from the Inspector, certain gaps in my knowledge were patched with supplementary data from the Starship's archives. This information included an encyclopedic understanding of Master Poo-Poo's physiology, which should be sufficient for me to diagnose his condition. Okay. Xenoman hybrid mind. That explains the impossible calculations. Yeah. Is there a chair there? No, there. Good. I have it. Master Poo-Poo is inflicted by a terrible case of the common cold. Gods grant me strength. As a visitor to Etheris, Master Poo-Poo has no prior exposure to our maladies. He is thus particularly susceptible to infection, and more likely to experience severe symptoms. Yeah. Yeah, it hasn't got an immune system that works on this planet. Easy. Ha-ha! 'Tis just as I surmised. We must put aside the case until we have nursed our stricken companion back to health. But even if it is a common cold, isn't there a risk that our medicines do him more harm than good? They almost certainly would. Based on the rules of my analysis, however, I believe I can synthesize an effective remedy. We need but gather the ingredients. Oh, goddamn. Then ingredients you shall have! So, what are we gathering exactly? Most of what we require can be drawn from Master Poo-Poo's collected samples. Otherwise, there are only two which we lack. Okay. The first of these is the liver of a giant tortoise. A suitable organ can be extracted from one of the Kachapa, which wander salt winds welcome. Ah, the slaughtering of a monstrous opponent. Sounds like a job for Aldine. Yeah, you got it. The other material in question is a rare fungus known as damp shroom, which I am hoping can be found among the Great Works' extensive stock of alchemical reagents. Very well. Nashu, Delian, and I will scour the alchemist's shelves. Meanwhile, I would ask that you remain here and keep an eye on our ailing patient. Inspector Branderhild, you're such an expert on all things stabbed there. Oh, I wouldn't say expert. Simply conclusions from simple observations, nothing more. A truer Hildibrand than ever was. As I said, I am hoping the alchemists have the damn shroom we need, but it really is quite rare. Okay. Once you have the tortoise liver, would you be so kind as to assist the others in procuring the fungus? Of course. Then let us not prolong Master Poo-Poo's suffering a moment longer. I'm getting dragged into this again. God. It seems we have a job to do. Further discussion of the abduction will have to wait. I'm super curious how they compose the Branderhild music there. Because, like, at first I thought it was just Hildibrand in a minor key, but I don't think it is, now that I hear it back again. I used to have a better ear for music, when I was in high school. And I was actually, like, playing an instrument in that, but, like, now I super appreciate people who, oh, Jesus. I super appreciate listening to people who still know a lot about that, because I certainly fucking don't anymore. And I can, like, once it's pointed out, I can usually get, like, a decent idea, but, oh, right, yeah, the Great Work. Not just in Radzatan. I can usually string it together after someone's like shown me something in a video or something like that, but beforehand, like, I wouldn't be able to reach that conclusion anymore. Which kind of sucks. I wish I still had the ear for it. Your mission was successful, I assume. Ours is, ongoing. Who knew a lamp shroom would be so difficult to find? Ah, Haldine. I had every confidence you would bring us a suitable liver. Alas, the dank shroom yet eludes us. The alchemist said the fungus has a few applications, so they don't bother to stock it most of the time. I must put my keen inspector's sense to work. Stand back whilst I attune myself with the essence of the dank. Damp. The word is damp, shroom. And you'll forgive me if I have no faith in your abilities. It is close, my friends. Getting closer and closer, even as we speak. What? I hear you folk are in the market for damp shrooms. I might have some to sell if you're interested. But how? You certainly are, my fine fellow. Right, then. If you'll give me a moment to retrieve the goods, we can finalize our transaction up on the perfumed rise. Is it genuine clairvoyance or sheer coincidence? I'm not sure anymore. Though in all... Oh, fuck. Though in all fairness, when it comes to Inspector Hildibrand's preternatural perception is one of his least baffling talents. In any case, we should hurry to the rise and take this man up on his timely offer. Yeah, No, I don't think this is a good idea, actually. Trip him. Trip him. Do I have the option to trip? Fuck. I really would appreciate a cutscene where the Warrior of Light just, like, gives this fucker the side eye, like... Are you serious? Are you actually serious? I can't type on him, I can't use anything else. Shit. I wonder... Does that strike you as a touch convenient, if not contrived? Yeah, just a little. The Inspector saves the day again. Our quest for the medicinal components nears its end. Stay strong, Master Poo-Poo. Ah, you're here. Good, good. And here is the damn shroom as promised. Oh, glad we offer your assistance. Ah-ta-ta, not so fast. There is still the matter of payment. Of course, of course. How much do we owe you, my good man? Considering the extreme rarity of the fungus in question, I couldn't let it go for less than 1 million gil. That's fucking nothing. 1 million gil for one measly mushroom? That's outright robbery. A bargain, I counter. You would pay tenfold my price in the markets. I thought I thought to do you a kindness in light of your urgent need, but I am more than willing to find another buyer if you wish to spit upon my generosity. Marshu, how fare we for coin? We're plumb out, Inspector. Ah, then this is a prickly pickle. Where are we to obtain sufficient funds at such short notice? You could have just asked. A million gil, was it? I have an orchestration roll collecting problem. Gotta buy them all. Spent the last of my savings on Return to Oblivion. Wait, is that a... Hold on a second. 14, Return to Oblivion. Yeah, no, this is fucking... Okay, so what's the orchestrion... Is that, like, particularly rare? There's an orchestrion roll for it. Oh, I said orchestration roll before. Whoops. Yeah. A million gil, was it? How Dean, our savior in every sense of the word. Give that man nothing! We have you now, deceitful scum. Your swindling days are over. God, where is my fucking accent going today? Radsat Han's city guard at your service. We received reports of this man's questionable activities and have been keeping a close eye on him ever since. Damn sure is a rare find in the bazaar, to be sure, but only because there's no real demand for it. The price this charlatan quoted you is quite frankly ludicrous. But thanks to your ignorance and poor judge of character, we were able to catch him in the act. As a token of our gratitude, you are welcome to keep the fungus, assuming you still want it. Oh, yes, very much so. That is very, magnanimous of you. I enjoy tricking fools out of their coin. That bastard hadn't declared my job redundant. I wouldn't have needed to stoop so low. Blames a rising star among the merchants' prices for his woes. Van Hoody, I believe his name was, purchased the trading consortium where the man was working, which led to a restructuring of the hierarchy. Put a lot of people out of work. Van Hoody. Know that name. Something about an acquisition deal gone sour? Father was willing to sell him a slice of his Harnish enterprise, I think, but balked when the man offered to buy our family business in its entirety. Truly, there is no telling how deep the coffers of this Van Hoody are. Nor do any know the secret of how he amassed such kingly wealth so damnably fast. There are whispers, though, that he solved alchemy's oldest and most legendary of problems, the transmutation of base metal into gold. Unlikely to say the least, but whatever the source of Van Hoody's riches, he shows no reluctance in spending them. He's bought a historic temple to serve as his home, and commissioned a private airship, among other extravagant expenditures. Nice for some, hey? God, that swindling case had barely started before you solved it, Inspector. Ha ha ha! All in a day's work, my dear Narshu. I believe our business upon this scented hill is concluded. Let us hurry the ingredients back to Inspector Branderhill, shall we? You. I may have mollified his lordship with the secrets of divine manifestation, but the stench of failure yet clings to me. I must redeem myself in his eyes by crushing my most hated foe. God, poor guy. Being the lackey that brings around that dunce's head at all times. I'm trying to recall if Van Hoody is actually a name I should recall. Specifically because of that bit that Hildibrand brought up. It kind of reminded me of the stuff that happened in Doma in Hildibrand, but obviously, like, over, like, a much different thing. Oh, actually. Cannot talk to you. Ah, but I can talk to you. Nashu and her friends will be staying here a while longer, it seems. Do hope it's not my house that has brought them all this bad luck. Oh, don't worry yourself. After all that, we pay not a single gil for the damaged room. The manifestation of such windfalls must be another facet of this, the Inspector's uncannily good fortune. Your suffering nears its end, Master Poo-Poo. If Inspector Brandhill's remedy fails, we can always try my explosive cure-all. Oh god, no. Inspector Hildibrand tells me you have the liver to go along with his damp shroom? Sure do. The glistening liver of a salt wind's welcome, Kachapa. Kachapa. I can't remember if, I guess it depends on the language. Double C usually affects how you pronounce the CH. A fine specimen, thank you. I will be mixing the ingredients in the starship. So let us convey Master Poo-Poo outside that we may administer his medicine as soon as it is ready. Where did we leave the fucking spaceship? Actually, I legit can't. Damn it. This should be sufficiently remote. I'll have the craft come to us, and we can commence the treatment. Can you actually call it? Sure can. There. You know, doing this out in the open here seems like a kind of bad idea now that I think about it. Oh. Well, they're on their feet. Oh, I feel so much better. I cannot thank you all enough. I can't remember the voice I did for Poo-Poo, so this is it now. Master Poo-Poo recovered his strength in mere moments. It would seem his powers of recuperation are just as advanced as his technology. Bro. I came here from another world. A stranger you've no cause to trust, and yet you've treated me so kindly. The people of this star are so very welcoming. Actually, no, I think I remember the voice I gave him. Ha! You are our dear friend now, Master Poo-Poo. It is our pleasure to help. Uh-huh. And it will be my pleasure to harm. Oh, God. Oh, no. Branderhill, don't you fucking dare. Did he just... I'll not fall for the same trick twice. Just do it again. You sons of bit... Okay. I swear to God, if that was gonna do what I thought it was. Oh, no. Good. Ow. Yeah, I thought that's what that was. Good use of that in the cutscene to establish it was there, though. Oh, he took it like a champ. Sort of. Impudent worms, taste my full power! Oh no! Did this actually Okay, yeah. Kobe. Fucking hit the lip. Set it up. Good. I thought we were gonna do the volleyball spike again, but no. Okay. Eat shit. Literally get dunked on. That's definitely one of those situations, like Hildibrand can get away with it because it's goofy as fuck, but, like, that's definitely one of those situations that the solution to that problem definitely depends on, would definitely depend on your role, but, no. Look, listen, the Warrior of Light already spiked a volleyball so hard in Hildibrand's face that it actively made a bomb explode. Fuck it. We've left reality. You took the full force of that destructive beam, yet there you stand. Somewhat singed, but apparently unharmed. Pondered and puzzled over this inexplicable fortitude of yours, and feel compelled to ask. Are you an alien? That's what I'm saying! Ah, fine jest. I assure you, I am without doubt an Uldan-born Mandeville of terrestrial Huron stock. He's Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry and Inspector Extraordinaire. What more do you need to know? Where to even begin? But never mind. We have more pressing matters. such as locating Master Poo-Poo's missing comrade. It is time we reopen the case of the silent correspondent. Yes, exactly. And I have a firm theory as to who it was that took the... Oh my god, excuse me. Took the wreckage and its erstwhile pilot. The Sharlians. Okay, I'm gonna regret this, but let him cook. I'm all but certain they've allied with insidious extraterrestrials, which means they'll be under orders to remove any evidence of alien activity. I wager we'll find what we're looking for in old Sharlian. We need only infiltrate their operations and expose this nefarious conspiracy. Sharlians can't be bothered to formally ally with foreign nations, much less aliens, and the Leverets don't count. Fucking burn. Trust me, they'd sooner flee the star than attempt to subjugate it. Oh god, yes, both of these are real good. I'm glad we're both just like, no. No, the Sharlians, no. They're too either they're not competent enough or too ignorant to actually do that. I'm sorry, my man. Yeah, this one hurts a bit more, I think. No. While Master Delian's theory does lack supporting facts, we have no other promising leads to pursue at present. Moreover, I understand that Sharlian sets the standard for monitoring astronomical and astrological phenomena. Mayhap their experts have been tracking extraterrestrial movements. Yeah. I've spoken out of turn. Please forgive my presumptuousness. No, that is a good point. Nay, my friend. I too sense our path points to the Isle of Archons. Oh no. Are we really about to bring Hildibrand to fucking Sharlian? I'm about to get my ability to go to that city revoked. Pack your bags, everyone. We leave for Sharlian immediately. Especially Aldine is just like... From Delian, he's getting... But they're super conspirators and... No, they're just... No. They're just insufferable. And then Hildibrand's like, oh, we should all go to Sharlian. And then he starts sweating, because he's... Either that, or he's like, you know what? That would be hilarious to see. Time has come, Aldine. Sharlian is the beating heart of this conspiracy. I won't let them hide their machinations any longer. Nice work. Nice teamwork, Aldine. Yeah, I'm glad... I'm kind of torn. If we did the volleyball spike again, that would have been really funny, but the dunk is super good. My calculations may have failed me, but my companions did not. 'Twas your quick thinking that saw the villain laid low, with a tremendous flourish, no less. Brandyhill told me you all went in search of ingredients for my medicine. I am so very grateful. Not from around here. Yeah, no, yeah. Hildibrand is keen to embark on the next leg of your investigation. Sharlian awaits. We need only charter a suitable sea vessel. Of course, but does not the city lie many days' sail to the north? Is there no swifter means of reaching our destination? Yeah, there's a way we can just kind of, like, send ourselves over there. So this experimental aetheryte will allow us to teleport thither, even absent attunement? Splendid! Then we shall avail ourselves of the technological marvel forthwith. Yeah, just be careful on the the ethereal sickness. It's a doozy. Oh, actually, I can just... I don't even need that. like, my throwaway theory was that, the Mandeville, or the Hildebrands are aliens, and they may even just be unsundered, which is why they're so, powerful. Oh, God, save me. I hope Delian wasn't too attached to his breakfast. Oh, no. How severe is your ether sickness, Master Poo-Poo? Oh, when you've traveled the cosmos as much as I have, teleportation is not the least bit disconcerting. So this is the city of learning. Sophisticated gentlemen should feel right at home here, he says in his outfit. How you're not sick to your stomachs? Experimental etherites make travel exponentially more fun. Sometimes I feel as though I am the only normal person in this group of eccentrics. Let's see. Warrior of Light, Nashu, Hildibrand, an alien Hildibrand hybrid, and an alien. Yeah. On the nose, Delian, but correct. But, ugh. It's not the time to succumb to nausea. Not here in the belly of the beast. Rumor has it the Sharlayan's secret agents travel the star in search of specimens, which they collect and bring home in service to a confidential research project. Said project is conducted in a huge underground military facility. Where to find answers, that's where we need to look. Labyrinthos, not a military facility. I say, this Labyrinthos sounds promising. I say we head down there and make inquiries as to the whereabouts of our missing alien friend. We simply take a lift from the Hall of Artifice, yes? Then let us be on our way. Oh, no, we have to actually go up there. I mean, I guess something like the spaceship might have been brought into Labyrinthos, but... no, yeah, they might want to actually keep that from people. I can kind of see that. Oh, hold on. You're still feeling poorly? My all-purpose cure-all can perk you right up? Yeah, I thought so. No. Thank you. I am much recovered. The city's archives are said to be bursting with knowledge of countless peoples accumulated over the centuries. I should very much like to peruse the shelves, once we have attended to our main mission. What beautiful architecture. Sharlayan is clearly one of your more advanced civilizations. These must be the lifts in question. Oh yeah, I can't wait for... Yeah, actually, good. How are we getting past customs? Hey. Do you wish to descend into Labyrinthos, sir? Yep. My apologies, but each of your companions must also secure the proper permissions before we can allow them entrance. Oh, if it is assurances you need, then surely a single glance is all you require to judge as trustworthy. Yes. A inspector that's been blown half to smithereens, a conspiracy theorist, and a man who appears to be somehow... oh god. What the hell is the... Oh my god, I'm forgetting the term for, like... demade. Demake. He's like an N64, like a... No, almost like a... Like... You know what, actually? His face reminds me of so many, like, 3DO video game characters. Like, in terms of the blockiness and just the facial structure, expression. But yeah, surely. Oh, yes, and an alien. I forgot about that. And the low poly man. I could certainly make some judgments, but that is neither here nor there. Admission to Labyrinthos is subject to foreign policy. You're the ones who should be judged. I know you're hiding aliens and xenotechnology in that underground base of yours. Admit it! Xenotechnology? I sincerely have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, yet again do our paths cross in most serendipitous fashion. Godbert? Yes. Father! What business brings you to Sharlayan? I am in search of a certain object, one crucial to the continued refinement of the Mandeville weaponry. My investigations led me to believe it is to be found here in Labyrinthos. And as you seem to have business down below... This is my son, his bosom companions. If I vouch for their character, will you kindly allow them to board the lift? Ah, Master Godbert Mandeville. The Forum sent word of your impending arrival. As a member of the Syndicate, your ambassadorial status affords you an entourage of up to 5 members. Pray consider their permission arranged. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. Oh, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yes. I know not your current mission, but for the time being, I suggest you accompany me to the Archeon. Ha! Ha! Get wrecked! Never thought I'd be thanking the Sharlayans for getting that little shit off our backs, but hey. Actually, that just means I need to be on special lookout, because I'm gonna bet money at some point he appears. God, it's been a while since I've been down here, actually. Really should do some more, like, fate grinding or something when I'm bored. A lot of it just gets down to, like, redoing raids and just doing dungeons for the hell of it, but... It'd be nice to kind of tour Endwalker a little bit again. We're underground, but above ground at the same time. An underground archive with such an extravagant recreation of an outdoor habitat. What innocent purpose could it possibly serve? Oh, but of course. They're performing simulations to hone their strategy for aiding the aliens in their invasion of the world above. Okay. What an incredible vault of accumulated curiosities. I should very much like to return here once our mission is complete. Branderhild, you keep saying that, like... Oh, he's probably gonna disappear, actually. Ah, they have transformed this subterranean environment into one more suited to surface beings. I'm reminded of the orbital stations built by my own home star. Sharlayan structures truly are works of art. Simply inspiring. What Father tells me, this storage facility is replete with samples and specimens collected from every land on Aetheris. If anyone has information concerning visiting aliens and crashed starships, it will be these studious folk. That is true. A shiny silver saucer. I'm sorry, but we have no record of any such object in our archives, either whole or in part. Or so you would have us believe, but the purpose of this complex, this military fortress, is plain. You cannot deny that you're conducting secret research on alien space starships. Who let him in here? Who let him in? We did, right. We let him. We are not conducting secret research on alien spaceships. Yes, we did build a starfaring vessel in Thormazine, but it was neither for military purposes or of extraterrestrial origin. Disguising your foul lies with a sprinkling of truth, are we? Fine. I'll dig up the facts myself, and then everyone will hear what you're really up to. While I cannot assist you with your missing craft, I do recall seeing an individual of like appearance to your companion here. Really? You do? And where was this, pray tell? At Meriol Agronomics, in the medial circuit. The lift at the back of the building will take you down there. Oh, many thanks, my good man. Well, it seems you found yourselves a solid lead. I have my own search to attend to, so I shall bid you good hunting and good day. Thanks, Godbert. Another round of in-depth inquiries by the agent of inquiry and friends is in order. To Meriola. Oh my god. I don't know what's been wrong with my fucking voice today. To Meriol Agronomics we go. Oh, right, heal. Okay, first of all... What the fuck is happening here? Don't you even think of fertilizing that? Okay. Alright. Okay. Sure. Ah, you must be talking about one of those new Mandragora strains. We whipped up a batch of bright blue stray onions, but I'm afraid they started to rot almost immediately. Oh, Mandra, you say? Well, the only other bluish thing I can think of around here are the grapes. Look how luscious this crop turned out. And they were a lot more polygonal last time I saw them. R.I.P. Crystal Grapes. Mark my words, I'll find the evidence I require. Can't hide all traces of their alien alliance. Well, luckily for them, they don't need to. What fine and juicy looking grapes. Oh my god, if he was looking directly at one of the, like, less polygonal ones, that would have been fucking masterpiece. Someone just changed a model of the grapes for this one quest line. Your description would lead me to believe you're looking for one of the Mandragoras around hereabouts. But if, as you say, it's something else you're after, then I'm not sure if I can be of much help. I've only just started working here, so you may have more luck asking the other hands. I am looking around. Where are you? Well, actually, first I should find Nashu, then... Oh, yep, there's Nashu. I know they literally showed showed me that person getting blocked from entry, but that's just convincing me more that at some point down here, they'll turn up. Oh, yes, a little blue man. I saw him with my own 2 eyes, I did. And it was no Mandragora. A gleaner in the company of an outside visitor passed through a little while back. Nothing too unusual there, only this friend you described was scuttling along with them. I know not what purpose brought them to the farm, but whatever it was, they didn't tarry here long. Ah, I see. Master Poo-Poo has found a new friend. Maybe they can help us find the old one. How could anyone ever mistake me for a Mandragora? We look nothing alike. Yeah, I agree. That's That's wild. That's all I know. Wonderful! That corroborates the information I, but moments ago, skillfully squirreled out of this farmer. She claims to be an acquaintance of the gleaner in question, in fact, and will bring him to talk to us shortly. Oh, thanks. Let's round up the others. We should all be present to hear what revelations this professional collector has to share. I don't know if I want this to be, okay, it's not. You're the folk asking about the little blue man, yes? Oh, you've brought someone who's practically identical. You must be the same species, surely. My friend was really here, then? They certainly were. If you've a moment or three, I'll tell you the whole tale. To begin at the beginning, I was in Thavnir on a procurement mission when I crossed paths with an apothecary and his unusual companion. As mentioned, the companion was almost your twin in appearance, and the wagon they rode upon bore a damaged vessel, the likes of which I'd never seen before. Okay, that's promising. Could it be? As a collector by trade, I have a certain weakness for oddities, thus did I hail the apothecary to inquire about his company and his cargo. The man was only too happy to share his story. He had, it seemed, quite recklessly plunged into war-torn lands of Aldermold to sell his wares, reasoning that where there was conflict, there would be a need for medicinal goods. The state of affairs was rather more volatile than he'd anticipated, however, and he was soon forced to abandon his venture. So the apothecary began his long trek home, only to shortly thereafter discover a strange silvery ship and its shaken pilot crash-landed in a snowfield. Cannot be a coincidence. Story continues. After extricating the battered vessel and its occupant from the snow, he brought them home to Radzathan. His guests wished to make repairs to the craft, yet even amongst the wonders of the bazaar, they struggled to find suitable parts. Hearing this, I suggested they bring the wreckage into Labyrinthos, and after they agreed to the idea, I escorted them here myself. Alas, even the Thormazine engineers who worked on the Ark were stymied by the exotic ship, finding its technology impossible to comprehend, let alone replicate. Little Blue Fellow eventually resorted to drafting schematics. While the engineers followed these step-by-step to craft the essential bits and bobs, the apothecary and his companion were waiting here at Meriol. And then what happened? Well, once our industrious visitor had what they needed, they repaired the vessel in a twinkling. The pair then departed almost immediately, and I've seen neither hide nor hair of them since. I'm told the apothecary paid a handsome sum for the engineer's services, but being typical Sharlians, I wager they would have happily forfeited the coin for a chance to pore over every square ilm of that ship. Now, I'm no scientist, but I'm beginning to think such an incredible vessel must have been some kind of starfaring craft. And that little blue man, well, he must have been an alien from another world. Oh, so I'd like to believe. I'm an avid reader of the Thavnirian truth, you see, and love to entertain these idle flights of fantasy. But I've rambled on too long. There are errands to attend to, and I really must take my leave. Good fortune to you. Can it be true? I have a readership in Sharlian? Perhaps I've misjudged these people. It would seem your comrade is hale and healthy, Master Poo-Poo, and in the company of a Harnish alchemist of undisclosed description. Yes, this is wonderful news. I am grateful indeed that we made the journey. I have a feeling this case will soon draw to a close. Come, let us return to Radzathan and continue the search. Okay, so we've just got to find a Harnish alchemist. I'm sure that won't be hard. It's probably, Balduin? Is that the name we heard before? Yeah, like, that would be a funny resolution to this story. It's just like, actually, the alchemist was just being, like, really... Like, the alchemist is a guy we've been seeing in cutscenes, and it turns out he's just been really, 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 bullish, I guess, about, trying to get, our friend reunited. You're back. It's a relief to see that Mr. Nashi was hale and whole and still fetching. Wasn't able to sneak into Labyrinthos, so I couldn't watch over her like usual. But I'm here for her for now and forever. Die, die, eat it, die. I wish I could shoot you. There and back again in the blink of an eye. Where did everyone else go? Oh. To summarize our findings, we now know Master Poo-Poo's friend is safe and in the company of a harnished gentleman, possibly here on this very isle. Oh, that does sound promising. Father, you've returned to the city. I trust this means your investigation was successful? That it was, although laying hands on the object of my desire has been a long and frustrating ordeal, to say the least. Much painstaking research revealed to me the existence of a hereditary Mandeville relic, within which slumbers the secrets of weapon augmentation. Yet though I turned our ancestral home upside down, I failed to unearth the artifact in question. The reason for its absence became clear, and I chanced upon the journal of one of our forefathers. He wrote of a visiting scholar's keen interest in the relic, and now how he surrendered it into Sharlayan safekeeping for study. The trail led me to Labyrinthos, and as it turned out, the Sharlayans never did find time to conduct their analysis. The custodian and I found the curio tucked away in a dusty corner of the Archeon, still awaiting processing. Okay. And here it is. An oddity every bit as perplexing as Godbrand's cipher-bound manual. How are we to liberate its hidden wisdom? Is that a fucking button? Oh, I can help with that. These devices were made by the Mandevillians, a starfaring race with whom we once traded. There it is. They're literally aliens. Starfaring? Mandevillians? Yes, a highly evolved species with a mastery of advanced technologies. Our peoples shared ideas and inventions, so I am quite familiar with your family's relic. If you so wish, I can have the device project whatever images were stored upon it. A darkened room would afford us the clearest view, however. Then let us retire to our rooms in Karma and dim the lanterns. We must behold these secrets in optimal conditions. Yeah, and that's why they're, like, inexplicably tough. Because they're literally unsundered peoples. Mandevillians. Coincidental naming, or is there some deeper connection? I mean... At least we're inviting them to watch. Why is he here? Everyone comfortable? Let's see what the device has for us. It's just a fucking projectile. Yeah, literally. I am Godbrand, wanderer of the stars and weaponsmith extraordinaire. First Lord of House Mandeville. This is the Godbrand? Our founding father? I record this message that my descendants may know the truth of their cosmic origins. The tale is long, but I bid you watch until the very end. Fucking knew it. Heirs of mine, I am not a man born of this star, or even a man at all. I am of the Mandevillians, a race which hails from the far side of the great expanse. Good. Oh no. Mandevillians are parasitic symbi... Okay, that... Oh. Never mind, way off. Mandevillians are parasitic symbionts. Symbiotes. Probably just a in-world naming thing. We can only survive by bonding with other life forms. Once our essence has taken root, we supplant the host's mind and strengthen its physical structures, imbuing our new form with a steel-like resilience. I knew there was something alien about that impossible imperviousness. Then, through the conjoining of compatible host bodies, we produce offspring which harbor the next generation of Mandevillians. This symbiotic variant eventually takes to the stars in search of potential new vessels, adapting and multiplying. So it was that our race proliferated and spread throughout the cosmos. What the fuck? Until, tragically, our flourishing civilization was brought to an abrupt end. Every planet upon which we Mandevillians resided was visited by an inexplicable calamity. Our societies were brought to ruin by life forms suddenly twisted into horrific nightmares. Thanks, Medion. That sounds rather familiar. So even stars far removed in time and space were ravaged by the final days. Desperate to avoid the same fate, a comrade and I boarded a ship, and fled upwards into the starry night. We flew and flew until we found a planet, your planet, untouched by the phenomenon, but the rigors of our journey had so damaged our craft that we were forced to make an uncontrolled descent. I alone crawled from the wreckage, badly injured and near death. But even as I resigned myself to perishing on this unfamiliar world, I was found by a man who had come looking for the falling star. As a rule, Mandevillians do not take intelligent life forms for hosts. After hearing my story, however, this sympathetic gentleman offered to become my vessel of his own accord. He was himself afflicted by an incurable malady, and with little time left to live, seemed content to know that his ailing body could provide safe haven for another. God. With his blessing, I set about transferring my essence. The man's form was revitalized and purged of its fatal frailty, yet the mind which dwelled within was now my own. I went on to build a new home for myself here, making use of my people's technology to ply the blacksmith's trade. I wed a local lass, and together, we had a child. Although not pure Mandevillian, our offspring exhibits the same enhanced physiology. A boon I suspect shall be passed down for generations through the bloodline of House Mandeville. My dear descendants, the folk of this star are most fragile. Yet as the first men I encountered did demonstrate, they are nevertheless capable of surpassing love and generosity. Cameo your great-great-great-grandparents. As the last of the Mandevillians, I have but one request to make of you. Pray, employ your superlative attributes and my armory of Mandeville armaments for the benefit of these wonderful peoples whom I hold in the highest regard. Of fucking course. Well, what an astounding development. Yeah. I, Hildibrand Heliodor Maximilian Mandeville, shall heed the passionate plea of my illustrious forebear. No case is too big nor too small, should it be in service to my fellow man. He learns he's descended from an extraterrestrial being, and it's still business as usual. But wait a minute, then why is Lady Julian so monstrously strong? She a descendant of aliens too? No, she's just a Dark Knight. Don't worry about that. Oh well, this is most unexpected. Never did it cross my mind that our esteemed ancestor might hail from beyond the heavens. I do wonder if that self-same blood still runs thick in our veins. The family tree I glanced over some years ago suggests that... Ah, but it's unimportant. Yeah, how fucking long ago was that? My present purpose remains unchanged. I will bring our Mandeville weaponry to the peak of perfection. For Godbrand, and for the good of our star. Ah, before I forget, I have a gift for you, Aldine. Pray await me at the Aetheryte Plaza, and I shall bring it to you forthwith. It's a little bit more complicated than I was expecting, the, like, actual parasitic life forms and shit, but, yeah. I mean, hey, I kinda called it, but I was expecting it to be far simpler, and it's just like, yeah, they're a race of being that are pretty fucking strong, but because of sundering and all that shit that's happened to that's happened to Aetheris, they're just stronger. They're just stronger. Although, that makes me wonder, like, because the whole ether thing is on a soul level, so if someone that is less sundered than someone else has a kid together with them, like, that wouldn't necessarily beget a stronger being, I guess? Fuck, I didn't actually think of that. Some truth can shatter the foundations of our beliefs when brought to light. But I have to say that this wasn't one of them. The most staggering discovery was that I had devoted readers in Charlagan. Those who peruse my publications are allies against the ever-expanding webs of lies and deception, without exception. I've misjudged the Charlagan people. They are not collaborators or the architects of conspiracy. They are but seekers of knowledge, unafraid to plumb the depths of the unknown. You finally got it. That Master Poo-Poo, though. That one still has ulterior motives. I'd bet my life on it. Stand ready, for we shall have need of your strength when he shows his true colors. Wait, are we done with that line, then? I hope you've not been waiting long. This is the gift I mentioned. Huh? Master Poo-Poo's earnest quest inspired me to indulge in a spot of clockwork craftsmanship between weaponsmithing sessions. I thought it only fitting that you be the one to care for this diminutive simulacrum. Consider it a memento of your adventures together. Neat. As for our Mandeville weaponry project, I believe my ancestor's artifact has unlocked the door to the next stage of improvements. Should you find the time to offer your assistance, announce yourself to Master Geralt, and I shall endeavour to join you with utmost celerity. Until then, my dear Aldine, will bleed you dry of elixirs if you aren't careful. FF... I can't remember whether this is a 7 or 8, but FF reference. I saw it. Like, so does Poo-Poo find... Oh my god, they're on the island the tower used to be on. Son of a bitch. What the fuck? Lord Van Hoody, I come with ill tidings. Professor Lugay set an ambush for his nemesis, but was once more defeated. His current whereabouts are unclear. That blithering dolt. Did they get them copying Van Hoody? What the fuck is going on? There's one more step in the Mandeville quests, right? I don't think this is the final one, right? Because obviously there's a little bit too much not tied up. No matter. Preparations are well underway. The manifestation will proceed as planned. What in the fuck are you on, my friend? Also, is the alien doing this willingly? What the fuck is... Oh, the airship, right. I was gonna say, why is a stingray floating to the ground? What in the fuck? Yeah, of course this isn't Charlian. Good. Extraterrestrial calamity. Cosmically altered physiology. A gentleman's man, the first of their clan, and ancestor of quality, our god brand Mandeville. Truth can be stranger than the tallest tale. Well, he's still here. If you're looking for the Inspector, he's chasing down a lead on that apothecary who is helping Poo-Poo's comrade. As for myself, I'm closing in on the last details to my big expose. I shall let you know when it's time to tear away the veil. Yeah, so there's one more. Yeah, I thought there might have been. Cool. I imagine the next bit... no, we'll go and do that now, actually. Because I was thinking, like, oh no, I'll take a break here and we'll continue on afterward. But if this is just going to be, like, a very short thing going into just getting the relic because I already have the shit I need for it, then, like, it is causality, right? Spirit Reforging. Oh, as another job. I'm gonna do this as Summoner because I want the Summoner weapon. I want it. I saw it and I need it. Please note that upon completing the quest to Spirited Reforging, you will receive a Mandeville weapon for a Summoner. Please ensure you... Yeah. Geralt seems even less enthused to see you than usual. God. Okay. What now? Hey. Oh, it's you. Suppose that respectable fop did mention he'd made some kind of breakthrough and needed to round up the usual suspects. I shall inform his lordship of your arrival. So, hey, Geralt. Do you know Mandeville is an alien? Oh, hey. Aldine, welcome, welcome. I do hope you are prepared for another spot of modest labor, for I have plucked a new weaponsmithing secret from the depths of my family's extraordinary heirloom. As for why Hildibrand abandoned his ciphered journals, it would seem he desired the greater security afforded by the relic's recording apparatus. That he so feared this knowledge falling into wicked hands bespeaks the destructive potential of what we seek to recreate. Speaking of which, this stage of augmentation will require a fundamental alteration to the weaponry's design. Hildibrand understood that individual wielders have different needs and preferences, and thus conceived of a method to modify each armament's base qualities. Oh. Essential to the process is a new kind of oil known as Maxalamandaville. By subtly adjusting the precise ratio of ingredients for this coating, we can influence the parts of ethereal conductivity as we see fit. Ugh, more bloody oil. The oil's chief ingredient is once again derived from meteorite, specifically in achondrite. Achondrite? With amplifying properties. So many out-of-this-world materials. But 'tis unsurprising, now that we know the alien origin of Hildibrand's weaponsmithing techniques. Say what? Alien origin, you say? No wonder I ain't familiar with them. As has become customary, I shall prepare the bulk of the necessary resources, whilst you procure our supply of achondrite. Oh, aye, and a lovely bloody custom, that is. And in your means, I reckon you could buy a mountain of them space rocks as well. And I would gladly do so, except the merchant in question will accept naught less than a specific type of tombstone in trade. And that's why we've only got tombstones this expansion. As much as it pains me to impose upon Aldine further, he is the best equipped to handle that onerous task. Yep. I have to get a lot of them anyway. These improvements call for a drastic reforging, and it is your expertise that shall see us succeed or fail as well, Master Geralt. Fine, fine, I'll shut me gob and do as I'm told. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm getting the distinct impression you've lost interest in this project. You bloody think? Look, I took this job to pay off me drinking debts. Now that I've managed that, I've got no desire to keep working for an underdressed, overpimped, pretentious arse. Well, that's it. I see. Admittedly, even from the beginning, your distaste for me was rather poorly concealed. I fear such festering antagonism will adversely affect our smithing endeavors. Yes. Let us resolve our differences over a flagon of fine spirits. Or several, as circumstances dictate. All at my expense, of course. Free liquor, is it? Then you'd best be bringing your biggest purse. Aldine, you must join us. If you would be so kind as to secure a table at the Mayhane, I shall be along in short order. Cool. Don't even go any... Like, yeah, get your tombstones, have a drink with... Jesus, man. The hammering continues. Yeah, someone's about to get fucking hammered, that's for sure. Yeah, don't even do anything extra. In fact, come and grab a drink with Godbert. It's required. Empty table. Sure. Let's see what eye level this weapon is as well. Oh, splendid knife for spirituous beverages. You sure about this then, are you? I have a mighty thirst, and it'll not be slaked, not be slaked by the cheap stuff. God, my accent is all over the place. What of you, Aldine? Will you be following Master Geralt's fine example? Goddamn right. He wouldn't balk at that. Very well, then I shall order us all the same to start. I'm so sorry you're going through this like a 4th time with me specifically. First it was drinks with the scions, then it was the curry. Your beverages, Lord Godbert. Enjoy. Oh no, then it was the drunken professor. To your health, my friends. Right. No point in beating around the bush. I've hated your guts for a good long while now. Huh. So even my insides offend you. And why might that be? Because for a proper artisan, devotion to your craft ought to be your #1 priority. But you're off founding a consortium, or building some fool's playground for fleecing the masses. You're a bloody merchant, that's what you are. Oh, that's why, yeah, okay, that tracks. You believe my devotion insufficient, then? Yet our works require not only the sweat of our brow, but capital to cover expenses, no? Thus does not a steady revenue facilitate the creative process? In that respect, my business ventures have allowed me to indulge in goldsmithing projects I could never have otherwise afforded. Is it not true that you craft kettles as a mean to repay loans or simply make ends meet? Would not a substantial source of wealth spare you such tedious drudgery and empower you to pursue your heart's desire? Yeah, literally what if you had money, Geralt? The booze! We're gonna need more booze over here. I ain't drunk enough to open up to you lot just yet. Actually, that's probably a good voice for him. Wait, why haven't I... Aldine, come on, you could have gotten a third, at least. What really soured me was when you set your arse on the Syndicate. How can you craft aught worthwhile with your head hurried into political shite? You may be surprised. My participation in Ildar's governance opened up my eyes to a different world, which in turn provided great inspiration for several original pieces. Well, you can keep your bleeding inspiration. What the fuck did he meant to say? Oh, inspiration. Inspiration. Nothing to do with prissy rule makers your ilk. Oh no. Have a sip, Warrior of Light. Jesus. Holy shit. You and your bloody reasonable arguments. Such ain't got a got a clue what it's like for poor buggers like me. And what have you got against wearing clothes any road? Geralt? We are more alike than you realize, Master Geralt. Especially when it comes to the simplicity of our attire. Yeah, bro, you're not wearing a shirt. Like... Al, take a drink, you He's still on this, nursing the same cup. It's all cleared out. You're the master craftsman. I'm a sordid failure. A failure. Oh no. Rena! Where'd you... How'd you... He can sense the tombstones. Oh, bugger it. Oh, sorry excuse for a smitty, and that's all that matters. Seems to be mistaking you for someone else. Perhaps you could offer him a kind word? Craftsmanship is flawless. Dumbass. That means a lot coming from you. Thanks. See, I did good. Right. I'm done weeping into me cups. I'll fix up them weapons and to hell's with the money. I'll do it for me own damn sense of pride. We're just gonna let him... Oh dear. Yeah, we're just... Yep, we're just letting him... Okay. Let's see, Master Geralt has overcome his aversion to our partnership. Splendid. Though I never would have guessed carrot juice would be so intoxicating. What? I was concerned for our good smith's health, you see, and had Meliel switch his spirit to something less potent several rounds ago. Mehane's liquors are sublime, but too much can wreak havoc on a man's constitution. Says you. He pulled a me. And by that I mean a well-worn trick. There was a time when I, too, devoted every waking moment to my craft. But alas, running a mercantile empire comes with its own responsibilities. Monetary woes notwithstanding, I do envy Mr. Geralt his purity of purpose. On that note, let us return to our appointed acquisitions. We shall require 3 chunks of the aforementioned achondrite as soon as you are able. Oh my god, I just realized my gloves don't match. Fuck. Well, to be fair, I was, like, fucking around with, like, an original outfit and then just changing out the chest piece, so I probably just fucked it up. In that way. God, I don't even really look that interesting. 3 it is. With the amazing Mandeville index in my inventory. I'm gonna have another book in here somewhere. Yeah, there we go. That'll do. The furnace has always sobered me up. Let's have them special rocks then. This hunk of meteorite contains deposits of a rare form of pyrozine. Pyrozine. When subjected to an advanced extraction process, the chondrite produces mineral oil, which can be used to manipulate the pathways of ethereal conductivity. Do I have... I've got other chunks in here, right? Okay, they're not... Yeah, they're not the same descriptions, but... Yeah. I reckon that's enough, but... There's one thing that's been bothering me. Serena there at the Mayhain? I don't rightly remember. Forget it. Let's just get his lordship over here before I lose me will to forge. God, I really... I feel like I've got the, Limsa Laminsa accent specifically on lock. Ul'dan, Ishgardian, and, Gridanian are all pretty basic, honestly. Well, apart from Alamigo. The Alamegan specifically, and Uldar, kind of, yeah. But, yeah, for some reason, Geralt, despite the fact that he's, just more of, the Limsa side, specifically, Welsh or Scottish or the Isles in general, yeah, I can't for the life of me fucking keep it consistent. Now for the finishing touch, the Maxalamandaville oil. Before we can finalize the mixture, however, you must tell us how you wish your weaponry to serve you in battle. The ratio of the coating's ingredients will greatly influence the armament's various qualities, so think carefully ere you give your answer. Wait, what? Oh, shit, okay. Learn about? You can choose 3 attributes to add to your newly augmented Mandeville weaponry. One of these attributes will be set to a lower value than the other 2. Once you've adjusted the values to your liking, select Confirm. Resetting your weapon's attributes will require an additional chunk of amplifying chondrite, so consider your choices carefully. Okay, so it's 1,500 to build a new weapon, and it's 500 to redistribute the points. Shit. I wish I could look at my stat weights right now. I mean, we usually go crit direct hit, I think, and then, probably spell speed. I mean, let's be honest, I'm not taking this into Savage or anything anytime soon, so... yeah, I think that's fine. Understood. Your wish is our command. Because we want a touch of spell speed, because I'm not going spell speed heavy. Although, maybe I should consider going spell speed heavy on Summoner. God, that thing is awesome. And 'tis done. Heralding the result of an undying devotion to craft and excellence. A majestic Mandeville Index. And you not so bravely confess your grievances that evening. I dare say this degree of collaborative work would have been would have remained unattainable. Aye, well, memories are might fuzzy on that score. I'll take me victories where I can get them. As always, Aldine, should you wish to enhance your other Mandeville weapons in your possession, you need only say the word. My diligent retainer is at your service. Lord Godbert, though it shames me to admit, the expertise necessary to manufacture the Maxalamandaville oil is beyond my limited alchemical knowledge. Don't look at me. If I could mix potions, I've grown me hair back long ago. Oh, I'm aware it would prove an insurmountable feat for you as well, which is why I've employed a master alchemist. Also, not wearing any clothes. Oh, well, Huh. Bloody odd taste in clothes, but he's at least wearing some. Our newest addition to the House Mandeville Retinue will assist with further augmentations and oversee the preparation of the oil. You will also be available to adjust your weapon's properties should you but bring him the required quantity of a chondrite. You about to get naked as well, then? I can't remember if this guy ever wore clothes. This has been a monumental step forward, my friends. Yet one stage remains ere the Mandeville weaponry's evolution can be considered complete. I knew you was leading up to that. Let me guess. We're to sit here in breathless, bleeding anticipation while you sort out what comes next. Precisely. Remembering the process is like to be a lengthy endeavor, so I do suggest you continue breathing. Final step is upon us, Aldine. Pray indulge this ambition of mine one last time. God, what the fuck is it gonna look like after another orc? So I have like a vague sort of sense of what the other relics look like in across stages. And like I recall the final stage being pretty like notable compared to the others, but I don't remember if it was like how similar it was to the previous step, when the previous step is already like lit, basically. Like the single readjust, yeah. $6.20. Oh, $6.45. Okay, so that's slightly weaker than the... Yes, it's slightly weaker than the Tomestone weapon. Okay. Cool. I mean, yeah, book's sick. I think it's the green and orange. I think that would actually go, like, really well with my, healer outfit if I did it the same way with the... If I could do it the same way with Summoner, but... Unfortunately, I can't do that. But yeah, I'm a sucker for glowy green, and I think, like, the orange is, like, a nice, companion color to that, if I'm being honest. Sorry, one sec. Okay, weird. Yeah. One more stage to go. Like, or I guess it could be just advancing on this design and being a bit more glowy, but I'm excited to how this turns out. I wish I could move my hand out of the way to see the... Oh, no, there we go. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, that book does actually go with him just really well as is. Shit. Fuck. Okay. Yeah. Good. Cool. So, now that we're done with that, we're gonna go and start the, variant dungeon. But I want to do it on Samurai just as, like, a way to, practice it a bit. Because I did, like, a very brief... Late one night, I did a very brief jaunt into the variant dungeon as Samurai with Fevern a while ago, and thought, oh shit, this would actually be pretty good for, like, refining, like, my rotation and dealing with dungeons, especially when I've got them under control. So, yeah, we are going to be doing that. But first, I'm going to take a break, get some more water, and then we'll continue on. Alright, I'll be right back.